What's going on, guys, and welcome to Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming. My name's Seth,
And I'm Josh.
and we're talking about post E3 stuff. A lot of shit was announced, a lot of stuff. It's gonna be a long video. We got lots to talk about. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So, because of all of the announcements from E3, and there's a lot of them, I'm sure you know already. We're going to try and categorize this and make it a little easier to digest. So the first thing we're going to discuss is just like the quick announcements that came out that, that are worth talking about, but not really worth having like a full discussion about. So just to get some real quick ideas. And as you guys saw, I did a tasty bit already on my thoughts briefly about this, but we're going to discuss a little bit more. So one of the first things that they showed, well, not the first things that they showed, but something that they showed that I want to talk about really quickly is Doom. They finally showed gameplay of that. You saw it?
Yeah, it was really neat. I really enjoyed. I thought it was kind of cool. You could tell they worked on it and brought it into like the modern time.
Yeah.
It still had that very arcadey fucking have a million guns.
Yeah.
Because in that video he did cycle through his guns a lot.
Well, I thought it's cool, like you're saying, it's arcadey, like Doom should be. Mm-hmm. It's basic, but at the same time, you see him jump onto a dude.
Yeah.
And kill him. You see him chainsawing through a guy's shoulder, which I thought was fucking awesome.
Yeah. It looked like it had like finishing moves almost.
Yeah.
There's that one big fat guy. He ripped the thing out of his fucking chest and he shoved it down his throat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was neat. It was brutal. It looked like a blast.
Brutal is the word that I would use.
Yeah.
It is brutal looking. It is fucking cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls 3. We saw a CGI trailer of that. Mm-hmm. It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, hands down, I'm gonna buy it no matter what.
Me too.
I'm just waiting for more stuff about it.
Yep. Mass Effect Andromeda.
Other than the AC/DC song,
yeah.
I thought the trailer was pretty cool. It didn't show much. It just, I mean...
The trailer was cool. Essentially, for me, it was just like saying, hey, we're making another one. Mm-hmm. I'm like, cool.
Yeah,
I like Mass Effect. 2 was the best.
It didn't... No one out loud said Shepard. Do you think it's going to be a new character?
I think you're going to like try and find him, or... I don't know what happened at the end of 3.
I couldn't stomach the rest of 3, so I have no idea.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to stomach the rest of Andromeda. Halo 5 was shown. I like Halo. I think 4 kind of brought it back, which was cool. It was fun again. I really enjoyed Halo 4. Halo 5 looks cool. It looks a lot like fucking Advanced Warfare. With the boosting left and right and shit. That was kind of weird. And then you can also aim down sights now, which is interesting. But the thing I did find really cool about 5, and a reason I would like to play it is, or Guardians is what it's called, is the co-op through the storyline looks cool.
Yeah.
Like hunting down Master Chief and
shit. Very Reach feel. Like that team-based...
It's like a post Halo 4 Reach.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty... I mean, like, Halo 4 was really, really good. I'd like to see where Halo 5 goes.
For sure.
I mean, it's not top of my list, but I'm interested.
One thing, too, and we forgot to talk about this when the news actually broke, but did you hear that Halo 5 is going to release all their DLC packs for free?
Really?
For maps? Because they said that there's a barrier, and this is true, and I saw this in Battlefield 3. When they release map packs, people are playing the new map packs. People who can't play those because they either don't want to buy them or can't buy them are stuck back here and they can't play together. And they said that hinders the multiplayer, which is absolutely true because
instead of
Battlefield 3 came out,
instead of having 10,000 people where there's like lots of matches, lots of shit happening, now you're split. Now let's say there's 5,000 here and 5,000 here.
6,000 over here and 4,000 over here.
Yeah, it just pollutes or dilutes, the pool of players.
Well, that's happened with me and you before I had map packing. I think Black Ops 2. You had some maps. I didn't have access to those maps yet, so we had to go back and play some stuff.
I had to delete the DLC, I think, to join you.
And then in Battlefield 3, the population on PC at least was fucking hit pretty bad when I didn't buy Karkand at first. Or no, it was the second one, whatever that one was. because I had Return to Cargan, but it came out and all of a sudden there was way less people playing normal servers, and I was like, well, this sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really cool. Need for Speed, they showed gameplay and customization. I'm actually
Interesting.
more interested in this Need for Speed than I've been interested in any Need for Speed in a long time, for multiple reasons. We haven't seen customization like this in a racing game in a long time, and it's on Frostbite. It looks fucking good.
Yeah, yeah. The rain, the water looked really nice. I think it was really cool. They did like that weird arcadey drift camera, so you can kind of see where your ass end is going instead of like.
My only problem with that though is it seems like because the camera's like above your car and then it kind of swoops to the side and it's kind of neat looking, but at the same time with all the fucking lens flares, it's almost like impossible to see exactly where you're going.
See what the hell is happening.
So,
yeah, well, yeah,
it's a
because
good
it creates a
idea,
blind
but-
spot behind
yeah.
your car, and if it's the underground, kind of city-like take, there's gonna be cars on the streets. So I mean, what's the odds you're gonna run into a car because you couldn't fucking see it?
Yeah. But they'll fix it. It's still early, so yeah, looks cool. Batman. They showed the Scarecrow side mission type thing in Batman. I thought it was really fucking cool.
No, it was
super
done
immersive.
really, really well.
I like that you played as a cop and saw from his perspective, and he starts shooting everybody because he's seeing all these monsters and shit. Really fucking cool.
Yeah.
That comes out soon, so
Comes out this week.
ready for that. I'm not super stoked, but I do definitely want to play it. Let's see, Destiny.
The trailer was pretty neat. I mean,
Yeah.
it showed more of a focus on the storyline, than like multiplayer, like how the last few have kind of been.
Well, yeah, that was actually. It seemed like there was an actual chunk of content, which is
Yeah.
what we've been bitching about. Mm-hmm. I like that we actually saw the new abilities.
Yeah.
A little bit. The bow looks cool. I think the hammer, where the fuck, looks cool. The force lightning looks cool. If anything, I wasn't interested in Destiny at all. I'm curious.
I'm curious. Exactly.
So the Hitman trailer
Yeah.
was shown. CG, no
CG.
gameplay. Now I'm a little skeptical because I'm a huge Hitman fan, and I believe you are too. Love the series. I think the last one was probably the weakest one because they focused more on a storyline and less on the non-linear gameplay that I love about Hitman.
Yeah.
But this one did not show gameplay, but I'm hoping they'll go back to that. But the trailer itself, I thought was really cool. It was super stylized. I liked the music. I actually want to kind of find that fucking song. It was cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. I just want to see more.
I was like, cool, Hitman's coming. Fucking, I'm ready. And then Just Cause 3. We actually just watched. Well, I just watched a video on this. I didn't see much of it on E3 or at E3 or whatever. It's funny. I was like, cool, it's gonna be like Just Cause 2. That's fine. I'm buying it. I love Just Cause 2. But they have improved on so many fucking things. It's like this is what sequels are all about.
Yeah. It's like they did it really weird. Like it's gonna be familiar, but there's a fucking shitload you need to learn. Like
Yeah.
new mechanics, which is it does exactly what a sequel should do.
Just
And
expanded on everything.
Expands on everything.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that people were bitching that like the size of the world is going to be a little bit smaller than Just Cause 2,
Just Cause 2 is huge though.
but it's empty.
Yeah.
And
That's- yeah.
a interview with the developers were saying they're trying to fill the world. Like they want you to be able to do shit. Not literally in every square inch of the damn place, but pretty
Yeah.
close.
No, and that's one thing I did notice too about the gameplay video is it seemed a lot more alive. And before there, you had some people in towns that were just walking doing nothing, but then you just had these like cars that were spaced out on the roads, and every once in a while they just kind of pass by and shit. And like I was watching that, I was like, wow, it actually looks like actual traffic, and there's like a cop over there talking to a civilian and shit like that. I was like, it feels a little more fleshed out.
Yeah, so I'm happy with the. I'd rather have a more dense world. I mean, look at Grand Theft Auto 5. That's nowhere near the size of Just Cause 2,
yeah.
but the world's
Feels more alive.
amazing.
Yeah.
So I mean, so
That's
hopefully they
way
take
more
a
realized.
page out of that book.
Yep. So, Gears of War was shown or announced. I don't know. I didn't really see anything on it.
I don't care.
So that's not worth talking about. So let's get into interesting things. Assassin's Creed. Oh, you didn't see that?
I didn't
Yeah.
see the Assassin's Creed.
So the new Assassin's Creed, I was like, this is coming out a little fast, which seems. I
Unity
know they're
came
trying to do like
out.
the whole COD thing at this point,
Yeah.
but I actually I'm one of the weird ones. I actually really liked Unity. It's probably one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds. Mostly because I'm a huge history buff, and it's the most realized historical place I've ever seen in a game in anything.
Paris, right?
I actually got to experience Paris during that time period, and it is fucking huge for me. It's awesome. I mean, I just like walking around. So if they do the same kind of level of detail in this game, I'll be happy. But they introduced a couple things in the trailer. The trailer, first off, is cool. It's you'll watch it at some point, but it shows him. This is the first Assassin's Creed ever that's based in the modern age, the Industrial Revolution. So there's actually like revolvers that aren't just like flintlock pistols.
Yeah.
There's carriages that are on the streets. You can actually jump from one to the other while they're cruising around. And he also has a grappling hook, which is kind of cool. Which kind of scares me because the game is about climbing and parkour, and I feel like I'm thinking of like
Dying Light?
Dying Light, exactly. It
That
kinda
game
took away
lost a
from it.
lot of its fucking luster when you got that grappling hook.
Yeah, it was easy mode, but definitely check out that video. I am interested in it.
The only reason I'm not is because I beat Assassin's Creed 1, beat Assassin's Creed 2, beat Assassin's Creed 2.5, and then I got to Assassin's Creed 2.75, completely fucking bored.
Oh yeah,
Got to Assassin's Creed 3, I got to where you become the fucking Indian.
well that was Assassin's Creed 2.75 with boats.
Yeah, and I was bored of that.
Yeah.
And then I played Black Flag. It was fun.
It was fun.
The boat part was fun, but the storyline I fucking hated.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I'm getting really tired of going back to the modern age. It takes me completely out of the fucking game.
Yeah.
And I just wander around in first person view doing some dumb shit for some idiot.
Yep.
And then they expect you just to go back in and remember what you're doing and who you are and shit. And it's fucking boring to me.
Oh no, I
Keep
completely
me in
agree.
the fucking game. I don't know how Unity played if it did the same shit,
Barely.
but I don't like it. I think I think the Templar versus the whatever the hell they are, the Creed, is a neat storyline.
Assassins versus Templars.
Yeah, but it's so fucking overdone now.
It's boring for sure.
Yeah, and I'm
it's
tired of it. Like,
Unity actually, at this point in the storyline, the whole Animus thing is a like console now that everyone has in their home, and you are actually the character that's playing. So you don't play in first person walking around in a game. You literally the game starts up booting up your console and explains to you and it shows all the other Assassin's Creed games, like those are DLCs or something that you could like play, and then you start up Unity, and whenever the chick actually talks to a character that's outside of that historical area, she's talking to you,
interesting.
and she's trying to liberate everyone who's playing Unity.
Interesting.
And I think it's not that interesting, but I think it's a good way to back away from that first person walk around being bored shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed, hopefully it's good. We'll see. I want to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 3. They showed gameplay. They showed multiplayer. Looks fucking fun. Looks a bit hyper though, which is something that me and you both feel kind of like they're going too far away from the initial formula of Call of Duty. But the bigger thing I want to talk about is the campaign has 4-player co-op. You can level up, get new perks. Weapons. I'm actually really excited about that.
That's kind of neat, I think. As much as I don't really enjoy the campaigns of COD really anymore,
I think I'd enjoy it more
I
with people.
think if you or if we played together or something like that, it would be 100% better just because you're with somebody.
Yeah.
Rule of gaming is games get 100% better just when you're playing with someone else. But
Always.
yeah, so I'm pretty stoked for that. It is like Titanfall, and
Which is interesting.
I think Titanfall is its own game and should stay its own game.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that Black Ops, because like the exosuit was fun,
Yeah.
but it was the whole like almost like arena shooter, have to have your head on a swivel looking literally everywhere because anybody can come from any direction at any fucking time.
Which I want it to stay with Advanced Warfare, and that's it.
Yeah,
Like, I like it, but don't put that in all the Call of Duties.
Yeah,
I don't want that shit.
and Black Ops should be its like own, like it just normal COD.
Well, me and you just bought Black Ops for PC because
the Black Ops
it's our
1.
favorite multiplayer Call of Duty, and it's still fucking awesome.
Holds up.
And I would like to just see more of that, just with better graphics, more perks, more maps, shit like that. Way off topic, but I'd like to almost see Call of Duty as more of a service, a multiplayer, since they don't really update that much graphically.
Yeah.
Just put it out and just add weapons and maps and shit.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck about single player anymore. I like the co-op modes, all that shit. Just keep it a multiplayer game. Done. Also, another thing about Call of Duty that I thought was interesting, kind of fucking blew my mind, is Activision's officially partnered with Sony now,
Yeah.
as they were with Xbox originally. So now we get everything a month early and all the DLCs and shit like that.
Yeah, it's really
and
weird how they flip flop like that because Xbox One literally got every single Advanced Warfare DLC way early.
But the 360 was the king at one point.
It
Now
was.
PS4 is so far ahead of the Xbox. Activision's following the money
Off
trail.
topic, but it is kind of weird how they flip flop like that because
yeah.
the 360 was obviously the king of consoles, and then it turned out to be PS4
And
now.
PlayStation 2 is the king over Xbox, even though Xbox got a huge following, and PlayStation was fucking and is still fucking console royalty. PS3 was just kind of a bump in the road.
Yeah.
Star Wars Battlefront, they showed gameplay of that. I wanted this game. I fucking watched the gameplay. I fucking need this game.
It was crazy
looked
chaos,
so
man.
fucking cool.
That fucking gameplay trailer was done so well. Where
Yeah.
it switched between the Rebels
Oh, yeah.
and the fucking
And the
Alliance.
fucking-
Alliance.
in the
And
air,
in the
back
air,
down.
back-
I love the part where it shows the
Republic,
AT-AT
not Alliance.
fucking
I'm so sorry, guys out there.
the AT-AT fucking crashes down and shit. Like, it's cool to see it from ground level come down.
Yeah.
It showed a
you
little bit of
harpooning.
Yep.
It showed space combat, or not space combat, but like X-wings
Air
versus
combat, yeah.
TIE fighters.
Dogfighting, yeah.
It showed some of the different classes. You can play heroes again, like Vader, Luke.
Which is cool.
It showed like it seemed like instead it's just like, oh, you're here, war. You know, you're just trying to get to the person. You're just trying to get that other army to its lowest tickets. It actually seemed like it had objectives to complete.
Yep.
I'm stoked for it. And then there was
the fucking bubble shield was neat. Hearing the lasers raining on it, it was like poof, 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 poof. It was
yeah,
fucking cool.
and then the thermal detonators. It did like that weird, like
yeah,
you know,
implode,
like
explode thing.
yeah, and which is Star Wars, like standard.
Did you see the campaign gameplay?
Not the campaign. I
It's
saw
fucking crispy looking.
there was like another multiplayer trailer, which is like two people fighting off waves of.
I don't know what that. I didn't even see that.
Really? Yeah.
There's
that
it
was really
shows
cool.
it shows campaign gameplay just like the other Battlefields where you can or not campaign but because the other Battlefields didn't have campaign, you can play with multiple people, but you can play with co-op through it, and they're out in the desert and it looks fucking good. Like I was like, holy shit, this is like a legitimate Star Wars game. It's not just even
Yeah,
just
there was two
Battlefront.
people, and Admiral Akbar is fucking ba 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 ba
Yeah,
ba
yeah.
ba ba ba. Yeah, yeah. That's the video that I saw too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see a third one. Yeah, it looks cool.
Super excited.
So they revealed what I think is probably the biggest and coolest fucking feature that the Xbox One has offered so far: backwards compatibility. Now, so far it's only 100 games. That's still good, though. That's probably the biggest titles they have. You'll probably see like Halo
Red
and
Dead Redemption. That's what I'm mostly stoked for.
yeah, they're gonna be doing that. This is one of the first things I've heard from the Xbox One that I actually kind of want to get one for because Xbox Live actually works for the 360, so I could play Black Ops and Black Ops 2.
Really?
Yeah, and you can actually talk with Xbox 360 people in parties, and it actually emulates the 360's OS when you
Wow.
boot up an 360 game.
That's kind of neat.
So that's really fucking cool. This is a feature that the Xbox One fucking needed, and this is actually a feature that I think the PS4 should have. This is something. It's the first thing I'm like, man, I wish the PS4 had that. Really fucking cool. It's too bad they don't have any other games. What do you think about it?
You pretty much said it. I'm fucking mad that they don't have enough games for Xbox One for it to stand up on its own. They have to bring back all of its older games. I think it's a neat
It's a
idea.
cop-out for sure.
But I'm fucking pissed that they don't just come out with their own fucking Xbox One games that are worth a shit.
Well, and you have an Xbox One.
Yeah, and you know what? I turned it on for the first time in less than a month yesterday.
Yeah.
First time. Other than that, I used my PS4
Yeah.
for
Just
literally everything.
don't sell it because they're gonna
No,
cost
no, no.
something.
I'm not. But like, I'm so fucking mad that they're just like, you know what? We don't really have much except for Halo 5
Yep.
and that fucking pirate MMO. That we're gonna give you all the old games from the 360 that everybody fucking loved.
Yeah.
I like the idea. Xbox One should have came out with it just regardless.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't have been the biggest announcement of fucking E3 for the Xbox One.
Yeah. No, I completely
Get it fucking together. Jesus Christ.
It's a really cool feature. I do feel like though that it's like, man, we are getting our ass kicked, and we don't have games. We just don't have games for this thing yet. So, oh wait, we got a bunch of fucking games for the 360.
fucking
Let's just
Hail
throw those
Mary. Like, we got to do fucking something.
in. And they do though. They do need to do something. So as much as we can be upset about it, they need to do this.
Oh no, I fully agree.
It has to happen.
I
otherwise
fully
think it's gonna
agree.
fail.
I'm just pissed that this is the biggest announcement for Xbox One that came out of E3.
Oh yeah, no, there's nothing. Like, who
It's
gives a
bigger
shit?
than Halo 5.
Yeah.
And which is dumb because Halo is an Xbox One title.
Yeah.
And it should be given the people should care about it more
Because it's
than
actually a game for
backwards
that
compatibility.
console.
And it sucks because that just goes to show you people are more excited to play last gen's titles than
I am.
this year's titles.
First time I thought about buying an Xbox One. So
That is
far.
literally the most expensive brick that collects dust in my fucking house.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So it's a cool feature, but it is a little too late. Too late. Maybe we'll see. I'm still excited. I still want Xbox One. I'm not a fanboy. There's just nothing for it. Fallout 4. They showed the gameplay already, but they actually kind of dived into things at E3. They showed house creation, which you were talking about at one point. I was like, whatever, but you actually build towns. I think it's pretty cool. I had some guy on Facebook not argue with me, but tell me, he's like, this game's going to revolutionize the genre because of house building. I'm like, I come from survival games where you can build houses already. It's nothing new. But anyway, the game looks fucking fun. I'm glad they showed gameplay. There's a lot of cool features that they've added. I jokingly call it Fallout 3.5. People don't like that, but it's not an insult. It's just it's cool. It looks cool to me.
It's Fallout. I mean, but it's more of a step in the right direction, I think, of Fallout than New Vegas was.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I really enjoy the. Actually, I have a couple things to say. Okay, first off, let's get this out of the way. The settlement building leaves me on edge because I want to explore shit, not find a bunch of towns I have to deconstruct.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to just walk in and be like, oh, this is a fucking place. I got to put a fucking settlement, not like a broken down town.
Depends on how they handle it for sure.
Exactly, because I want to explore stuff too. Don't make the world huge but empty because I have to fucking build it.
Yeah.
Put shit in there for me to fucking find.
That's a good point.
The customization options were really fucking cool. I literally in the video that I watched, a guy took a fucking laser pistol and just by adding shit, turned it into a laser fucking sniper rifle.
Oh, there's so much customization thanks to the guys.
And I'm
That
really
was
glad they
cool.
gave love to the melee weapons because I think
Yeah.
Fallout leaves melee weapons kind of in the dust a lot.
Yeah.
The power armor, I think, is going to be. It's not just you just wear it.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be like you wear it, but it has like a battery life.
I hope so because I saw that and I was like, I'm not trying to play fucking Mech Warrior here. Like
He was like flying around and shit.
Yeah, like
and-
I like walking around as a person and finding armor and stuff like that, but not like. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. It showed a video of him fighting this big bug that he could only fight in the fucking suit, and it literally just consisted of him standing there going, as it was just sitting there hitting him and getting shot, and I'm like, that's boring.
Yeah. I'm really glad they showed VATS.
Yeah.
which is nice.
The dog fetching mechanic I think is
The
cool.
the dog getting shit for you.
Yeah.
Dog meat, I guess, can't die in a recent interview, which would make sense because that kind of suck to have this companion throughout your whole life.
Dog meat.
And after some stupid ass like glitch that Bethesda games are known for,
Fucking full
I've had a
of.
lot of followers in fucking Skyrim just die.
Oh
Off of
yeah.
dumb fucking shit that shouldn't even have fucking happened. So I'm really glad that dog meat won't get that same fate.
Yeah.
But other than that, Fallout 4 looks cool.
Looks cool. Yeah, I'm excited for it. So a game I had no idea was coming out, and I actually don't know why it's in this section, but we're just gonna roll with it. Fuck it. Is Ghost Recon Wildlands? I remember I was watching the trailer for that, and I was like, is this like fucking Call of Juarez, fucking the cartel or something? Because it's just like a bunch of drug shit and these dudes like coming in fucking doing stealth shit. But as I'm watching it, I love tactical games. I like, this looks fucking cool. What is this? Then finally it says Ghost Recon Wildlands. I'm like, really? That's fucking Ghost
Yeah.
Recon? Like, that's kind of. I was so fucking sick of the Future Soldier and the Advanced Soldier games because they took so much away from the basic mechanic of being a soldier and relying on fucking stealth and tactics because you had all these gadgets and shit to fucking use, and it just was so boring to me. Like, I love Ghost Recon 1 and 2. They're fucking amazing, and I mean actual Ghost Recon 2 for Xbox, not advanced. I'm not GRA. So it was cool. It's an open world. You can fucking drive around in it. It shows a lot of
Kinda do
locations.
what
It shows
you
like
want.
jungles and vast fields and shit.
Looked like it had a day and night and
Yeah,
night cycle.
it
so you
literally
can
shows
choose.
the same mission over and over and over again in the trailer, showing the different ways you can go about
Mm-hmm.
it. A sniper route, a night stealth route. I love stealthing games. I'm fucking excited for this game. I'm excited for The Division. I'm more excited for this game.
Yeah.
This looks fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked for it. I think it'll be a really neat revitalization into the Ghost Recon.
Needs something.
Yeah, the formula there, because yeah, it looked really fucking cool. I just really hope they have multiplayer.
Oh yeah, no, it's
just
gonna
what
be
I
4
want.
player.
Okay, that's all I really want from
Yeah.
it.
So, a weird thing I've never seen before in E3 is Shenmue is being Shenmue 3, which in itself is crazy. I never thought I would see another Shenmue, let alone a continuation off of 1 and 2. They're gonna be making that again, but they're doing it off Kickstarter, which is interesting. It really is indicative of the times where developers can actually make their pet projects based off of demand of people.
Yeah.
But the thing that's really interesting is it came to E3 and they announced the Kickstarter there, and it's cool because Sony allowed them to be on their stage. Now this is a big deal because they're getting everyone who's watching E3 to see this. It's a huge advertisement. I swear Sony put money into that too. They wouldn't have them on stage. But I'm really excited to see a Dreamcast series come back.
Reincarnated.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, this doesn't happen.
Fun fact: day after that showed, $2 million.
Is that
That's how much their Kickstarter had.
yeah?
$2 million fucking dollars. I haven't checked it since then, but
Oh, it's probably way higher.
yeah, I mean that's crazy.
No, they met
That
their
just
goal really quickly.
Really goes to show you, fans sometimes want fucking games, and developers sometimes want to make those fucking games,
Publishers
but
won't do
publishers won't back it with a budget.
it. Yeah.
And it's nice to see that now we have a weird modicum of control with you know,
that
because if someone were to say, I'm thinking of making like a new Road Rash, I'd be like, make it fucking rain Benjamins, because I want to see a new fucking Road Rash. So I'm,
Oh yeah,
I'm
like
really
an actual
glad.
one by the actual developers. Yeah,
I'm really glad that there's a platform for developers that, you know, either went stray from their, you know, the company that they started out, making their games for. I'm really glad there's a platform for them to make games again and stuff
Definitely.
that they want.
living in an interesting time. And then they showed more Uncharted 4. They actually showed Uncharted 4. I remember
Yeah.
before they showed a very brief teaser of the graphics, which are great. But they showed a segment in the game where they run through a crowd, they shoot a couple people, and then they get in a vehicle. Now, the first thing I noticed about this game, first off, it's gorgeous and it's Uncharted. I want it, but
The fucking level is huge. They're in that car for like 10 minutes.
Oh, it's
driving
giant.
through this fucking
and you
city.
can see where, like, they're on top of that mountain, and you can literally see where they're gonna go, and they fucking go there.
Yeah.
And it's miles off.
And Sully's talking about like all this shit that's happening as he's driving. He drives through like a chicken thing or something like that. He's like, sorry about the chickens and fucking all that shit. And you didn't have to
You
drive
don't even
that
have to
well.
drive through the chickens. Yeah, it's it was funny. It had that same like slapstick, like that buddy comedy kind of between Sully and Nathan Drake.
Just like self-aware. He's like, fucking. You think they're sending enough fucking guys after us? Like, well, we're still alive, so I guess not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, and like and they make cracks about or Sully's always making cracks about being old, and he does the Danny Glover, I'm too old for this shit, and like, but he's still there, so he loves it, I guess.
And I was really happy to see just the fucking Naughty Dog fucking amount of detail in the game. Like, there's that part where he comes in that room, the dude attacks him, the guy runs up, starts hitting him, and then Sully runs in during gameplay, and grabs the guy, and starts kicking his ass over the fucking corner, and then fucking
you were able to free yourself.
you start fighting the dude, and he fucking uppercuts him through this fucking like wall thing.
Yeah,
and it was
like
dope. Like, he just crashes through him. Like, that was like a
yeah,
fucking
and then he like
movie.
sat there, like he was like, no, I don't know. It was you're right. The level of detail that Naughty Dog does is fucking crazy.
Unfucking
when
parallel.
he was getting shot at, he had to change cover all the fucking time because all the cover was just disintegrating.
Everything rips
the hail of
up. It
bullets.
was crazy.
Yeah, so it was really, really neat to see that. I mean, if you're behind brick, that's different, but I mean, of course, tin favela looking shit.
Well, and boxes and all that shit were just
you're
ripping up.
not-
He's behind some fucking shelving and it's ripping up over his head and stuff like that. Really fucking cool. Super fucking excited for Uncharted. Can't come out fast enough.
Exactly.